All right, welcome back to the debut episode of Season 2 of PC Hoops with Coach Cooley here on Fox Providence. And we are joined now by the man himself from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where his team picking up a 70-65 victory over the Villanova Wildcats this afternoon down at the Wells Fargo Center. And Ed, thanks so much for a few minutes. As you collect your thoughts and catch your breath, what stands out from your team's latest victory?
An amazing Big East road win for our men. I thought we played hard. I thought we played together. I thought we made some timely shots and timely plays defensively. I thought our effort 1 through 10, all the players that touched the floor did an incredible job. And it was great to see Jared Bynum, get healthy and start leading our team and being a player that we know he is.
Yeah, recently, Ed, you said that, quote, we're not going to be a championship team until we're full throttle. Is it safe to say that your team is becoming full throttle now with the depth that you guys have seen off the bench as well as Jared's play today?
Well, our bench is definitely, our guys that are coming off the bench are doing a great job. So I feel we are improving. And as Jared continues to get healthy, he affords us the opportunity with experience on the floor just to keep us moving in the right direction. When he went down, I thought Allen Breed did a really good job coming in for him, setting the table for our players. Yet, when we have Jared on the floor, we're a more veteran team and allow us to get in a different rhythm.
Yeah, and that definitely shows on the road in a place like Villanova. Jared had scored double figures in 3 straight games before he got injured against Connecticut. Today, right back into the double-figure column. 17 of his 19 in the second half. What did you see specifically out of him, especially that 8-0 run in which he flipped a 7-point deficit into a 1-point advantage there for you guys?
His maturity, his experience. This isn't, his first game that he's played in a high level and crazy environment. So you got to give him a lot of credit from his mental toughness, his physicality. We try to play him a little bit more than we did the other day, trying to up his minutes to try to get him prepared for the stretch run. And anytime you can come on a road and get a win the way we did, it's really, really impressive. So kudos to Jared for his perseverance in leading our group. You
mentioned the bench earlier, Ed. 35 points last game against Butler, 29 points today. You guys were plus 24 in that category. A guy like Corey Floyd Jr. who can do it on both ends. Well, what has he provided for your team of late?
He's added depth. And, the one thing that Corey had to continue to get better at was just learning, growing, and developing for the way we want to play. He sat out a year at his previous school, didn't get game minutes. So he's really in his first year playing-wise. Yet the more he defends and rebounds and able to make plays, the more his opportunities have grown. So it's a credit to his toughness and his maturity just to stay dialed in and wait for his opportunity. Inside,
Ed Croswell making his first career appearance at Wells Fargo Center. He had a big smile when we talked to him Friday before about going home for the final time in his career. He really gave your team a big boost early. He finishes with 14 points. That's 8 of 11 games now in conference play. He's over the 10-point threshold. How has his offensive game blossomed? He always brought the competitiveness, known to be a defensive stopper down low, but how have you seen him grow his offensive game?
Well, there's nobody that works harder than Ed Croswell in the off season, during the season, after practice, before practice. He does a great job with our staff, in particular. Jeff Battle is his go-to guy. Works a lot with him. Coach Blaney works a lot with him, as does Coach Thomas. It's a credit to his work ethic. Does a really, really good job, as well as Clifton Moore, having him come back home, and able to play in front of his family and, those guys, from the city. So I was really excited for them too, in particular, based on this is their home and have an opportunity to play in front of their family.
All right, last one for me. We'll get you out of here. Wednesday night in Cincinnati, 2 teams at 9-2 atop the conference. What does Providence Xavier Part 1 of this year represent for your program as the calendar now flips to February?
Well, it's another road game. It'll be a high-level Big East game. They're one of the elite offensive teams in the country. Coach Miller's done a great job, coming in. He inherited a great team. He has great players. They have size. They're probably as old as you and I. They got an older group. They have a passionate fan base. So I think it's going to be a very, very hard game for us. But we're going to give it everything we can over the next 48 hours to prepare for it.
That's a Wednesday night tip, 6:30 on FS1. He's the head coach, Ed Cooley. We will be right back after this on PC Hoops with Coach Cooley. You're watching Fox Providence.